My name is Subaka Amali binti Mahaze. I am presenting about function of earth fault relay, which is EFR, the current and time adjustment of EFR, the connection of EFR to CT, bus bar and MCCB, and I will share with you about the function of CT, bus bar and MCCB. Earth fault relay, which is EFR, is a safety device that is utilized in high impedance electrical installations. It detects minor leakage voltage on electrical equipment, metal enclosure. As a result, if an unsafe voltage is identified, the circuit will be interrupted. The EFR is protected against tripping from transients and prevent shock. EFR also used to protect feeder against faults involving ground. Next, for the current and time adjustment of EFR. The first one is earth fault low set current adjustment. This adjustment is for determining the lowest earth fault for time delay tripping. The setting range is from 0.1 A to 2 A. The second one is earth fault high set current adjustment. This setting determines the instantaneous tripping current in the situation of an earth fault. The setting range is from 1 to 10 of the earth fault low set setting value. These high set features can be disabled by setting the tripping current to infinity. The third one is time multiplier, which is TM adjustment. The time multiplier is for setting the normal inverse time of current characteristic defined as inverse definite minimum time relay, which is IDMT. And the setting range is from 0.05 to 1.0. Now, let's go through to the connection of EFR to CT, bus bar and MCCB. EFR is a type of earth fault relay that is used with certain MCCBs with a current rating under 250 A. It is more sensitive than earth leakage relay, which is ELR. 4 separate CTs are used to connect an EFR, like in the diagram. The connection is in residual connection. Based on the diagram, if P1 is toward bus, then S2 are to be shorted, and if P2 is toward the bus, then S1 are to be shorted. Now, I will share about the function of CT, bus bar and MCCB. For the current transformer, which is CT, is a device that converts an alternating current in a voltage. This is commonly used when a high current level is need to be measured. For the bus bar are conductors or group of conductors that collect electricity from incoming feed. The circuit breaker will trip in the event of a fault, and the malfunctioning part of the bus bar is immediately disconnected from the circuit. Lastly, for the molded case circuit breaker, which is MCCB, when the load current exceeds the limit of a small circuit breaker, an electrical protection device is applied. The MCCB are used to protect against overload and short circuit problems, as well as switching the circuits. And that's all. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Yusuf. My matrix number is CE190029. And today, I will continue to explain the function of each pin or point in earth fault relay. Pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Pin number 1 is in the negative terminal for auxiliary power and to supply the operation of the relay. Pin number 2 connects zero current transformer as a sensor and in a positive terminal. Pin number 3 act as a numerical load connect to the trip. Pin number 4 is called terminal for common that serve as a link between the power supply and the MCCB. Pin number 5 act as a normally open as always, and when the current is exceeding from the set value of earth fault relay is in an on condition. Pin number 7 connect zero current transformer as a sensor and but in a negative terminal. Pin number 8 is in a positive terminal for auxiliary power and to supply the operation of the relay. So I will continue to the next question. Function of a secondary injection test set refer to figure 3. So the function is to test all type of relay. Secondary injection testing can range from the basic check of some relay characteristic to through the verification of protection system logic, including the reaction of a transient waveform, harmonics, and other factors. Number 2, to examine the connection and switches. And number 3, check phase by phase for on-load wiring, tripping, alarms, and communication circuits, as well as current and voltage wiring. And point number four is to test voltage and energy meters, transducers, sensors, motor overload units. And the last one is to low voltage circuit breakers should be examined. If solid-state chip units can accessible terminal blocks for secondary injection tests, otherwise the primary current injection is preferred because it verifies all the breaker and not only the chip unit. And I'll continue to the next question. So connection of secondary injection test set to the F4 relay. Refer figure 4. Where is pin number 1 to 8 of F4 relay in this figure? So I already set the pin from 1 to 8. So pin number 1 at the supply, negative supply terminal 240 volt, and pin number 8 at the positive terminal. And pin number 3 at the trip, and pin number 5 at normally open contact, and pin number 4 is a common and pin number 2 and 7 are the input of current transformer. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanif Hakimi Azlan and my method number CP190063. Okay, I will continue to explain about method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. Okay, firstly, test on the EFR protection relay by checking the minimum current setting that is carried out by using the secondary current injection test. Okay, second, a single phase primary current can be injected into one of the primary conductor to induce a secondary current in the ZC tube. Okay, next, ensure that the primary circuit of CT is de-energized before beginning conducting the test. Okay. Number 3, supply the EFR with external 240 volt source. Next, set up the secondary current injection test at 0 to 10 amp and 0 to 240 volt AC operation. Okay, then check and record all the particular of relay that is under test and its operational setting. After that, increase the output current of the test thoroughly until the EFR element is pick up speaking. And the last one, switch off the secondary current injection test set. Okay, next for method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the operating time. Okay, firstly, connect a relay trick contact to secondary current injection test set timer terminal. And second, switch on the secondary current injection test set and set the output current to 2.0 SIO tripping current setting. Next, switch off the test set with control knob remaining in the set position. Switch the secondary current injection test set to the test position to inject the set current and start the timer at the same time. After the relay quick contact is operated, record the relay operating time in the above mentioned test in the test report. Next, switch off the test set and repeat the relay operation timing. Test with current injected at 3.2 SIO to 5.0 SIO and record the corresponding relay operating time. And the last one, finally, disconnect all wiring between test set and relay. Ensure that all connections to relay are returned to the normal operation condition. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.